Yo, what's up guys, for some more reaction videos. Today we are reacting to a death battle between Cole MacGrath from Infamous versus Alex Mercer from Prototype. Now, as always, before the video starts, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, plus turn the notification button so you don't miss any of my future videos. Also guys, I'll be very pleased if you can recommend me some more videos or channels or any video that I haven't watched yet that you want me to react to. Be sure to put that in the comments. I really appreciate that. It really helped me and helped this channel. Now, without further ado, let's get straight into this video.
Cole MacGrath, the patron saint of Infamous.
Alex Mercer, the Blacklight Virus prototype from Prototype! That's right, champions. You voted for it, so we're finally doing it. Long after these characters were ever relevant. Oh hey, look what I found in the trash. An old script we wrote for this very matchup way back in 2013.
Wait, we haven't emptied our trash in 10 years?
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Yeah, even I also know these games as well.
With great power comes great responsibility. Tobey Maguire's not the only superhero who's had to learn that lesson.
Cole MacGrath was just your average delivery boy in Empire City.
Yeah, he was.
One day he opened a package that exploded in his face.
This was
and
the
become a
Rage
superhuman.
A device that, upon erupting, destroyed much of the city and tore through Cole at the end.
Yeah, that was a bad time.
Killing him instantly. Nah, actually, he scooped up some superpowers. Cool, zippity zappity superpowers. Pew.
More specifically, Cole became a conduit.
Yep.
One of many beings who were granted supernatural abilities from the Ray Sphere explosion.
Which also turned Empire City into a godforsaken hellscape. This world needed a hero. Or at least an anti-hero willing to clean up the mess he sorta technically made.
Yeah.
Cole put his powers to the test, battling rogue superpowered conduits, including the mastermind behind the blast, Kessler.
Let's be real.
Which also
none of Cole's
himself,
powers are as
spoiler alert.
nasty as his parkour skills, but his ability to manipulate electricity is pretty sweet too.
Cole
Yeah,
controls
of course it's
electromagnetic
sweet.
energy. Not
He's
only can
cool.
he generate a smorgasbord.
Wait,
of
they have a
powerful
live
attacks,
action for
He
this?
can also manipulate thermal, kinetic, and gravitational.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Electromagnetism is pretty broad after all. This includes his radar pulse, which detects the bioelectricity inside organisms even if they're hidden or transformed.
And for good measure, he got to add some ice powers to his kit. He can throw ice grenades, shoot ice spikes,
Oh,
and
yeah.
let out some epic ice farts.
He can levitate like Electric Iron Man, grind on rails like Shadow.
Yeah, that's so
read your mind
cool.
like Goku's muffin button, charge up with extra karmic energy, also like Shadow the Hedgehog, and generate force fields like
Shadow the Hedgehog.
But these aren't
So it's just a Shadow
They
Hedgehog.
literally convert any matter they touch into energy that Cole absorbs. That's insane.
How's that?
Are you familiar with a little equation called E equals mc squared?
Yes,
No.
we all know.
It defines the mathematical relationship between matter and energy, essentially how much energy any given mass contains.
Okay, the largest mass object Cole absorbs is a 343-gram helicopter chain gun round.
Perfectly converting matter to energy is technically impossible, but hey, this is a video game. The mass contained in that bullet, when multiplied by the speed of light squared, would release an energy equivalent to over 7 megatons of TNT.
Damn.
This means Cole's energy output is basically fueled by a nuclear reactor.
Oh, so he's like a living super bomb, always ready to go off. Sounds like my first ex-wife.
Should he somehow run low on energy, he can drain it from nearby appliances to recharge.
Yeah.
He's even learned to drain
Also be
the
able to heal himself
bioelectricity
as well.
from people, like this. Yikes.
Cole
Yeah.
can focus his electricity through his amp, a giant tuning fork which lets him ring around the Rosia to death. Or he can just make lightsabers out of his hands. That's cool too. And because he follows Pokemon rules, Cole's extra resistant to electric attacks.
With these powers, Cole chewed through Kessler's forces, including Sasha, whose black tar powers could infect and control minds.
And he eventually faced down that son of a bitch himself and pwned his ass, despite Kessler having his exact same powers. Coincidence?
Turns
Yup.
out the architect
Yup.
of Cole's misery was
Yup.
himself from an alternate future.
Yeah, I didn't know
timeline,
this already.
manipulating events from the shadows to ensure this version of Cole became a better hero than Kessler ever was.
Yeah, you see, Cole's superpowers are molded through his actions, increasing in power and utility based on how good or evil he acts. Naturally, as a good person, Cole shaped his powers to be more focused to target the bad guys. That's pussy shit! Evil Cole's way more awesome sauce! He blows everything up! Collateral damage? Who cares? He can control fire! Well, that just happened. Who wrote this shit?
The point is, Kessler's whole plan was meant to prevent the apocalypse,
Beast.
which would appear in the form of the Beast, a conduit of unimaginable power.
Cole is strong enough to create massive thunderstorms, fast enough to route electricity moving at 90% the speed of light, and maybe thanks to Kessler, tough enough to take on the Beast.
Which possessed the power of the Ray Sphere itself. It could regenerate at an atomic level and eradicate all of Empire City in a single attack.
Yeah.
Fortunately, after a grueling battle, Cole defeated the Beast once and for all.
Yeah, you did.
Though ultimately, it wasn't Cole's
Yeah, it's
power
the
that
ultimate
made him a
sacrifice
hero.
that
In order to
moment,
stop a plague created by the Ray Sphere, Cole sacrificed his life, eradicating the conduit genes and saving all of humanity.
Sure, he also killed thousands of conduits in the process, but hey, what's a few corpses when building a better tomorrow? This trolley stops for no one.
Cole was remembered as a saint by the people of New Marais, as a hero by the friends he left behind, and an inspiration to
that's not
future
Cole.
generations.
Yeah,
A true
this is the second
testament to
generation.
the responsibility of power.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Why is all doing related to Spider-Man?
And Uncle Ben to tell him that.
Alex Mercer woke up in hell. Manhattan Island was gripped by the horrific Black Light virus, transforming its citizens into terrifying monsters.
Alex had no memories. He was a man without a past, and maybe no future. But he did have one thing.
The Black Light virus can rewrite your cells all the way down to your DNA, and somehow it granted Alex incredible superhuman abilities. He can infect anyone he touches with this virus, altering their biology at the molecular level in seconds, and giving him complete control over their actions.
So Alex pushed on, desperate to avenge himself and the city by finding whatever monster unleashed this nightmare and eat them. Yeah, he can consume people to give himself a power boost. He's like Kirby, if
Jesus
Kirby
Christ.
listened to Linkin Park.
This extra biomass gives him superhuman strength, a greater metabolic rate, increased reaction times, and even a regenerative healing factor. Essentially, Alex is an ever-evolving super being, the ultimate being.
Oh, like Shadow the Hedgehog.
By consuming victims, Alex also receives all their memories and experiences, including Peter Randall, a 69-year-old man whose entire history Alex processed in just 11 seconds. Being able to condense that much information into that time frame means Alex can perceive events happening within 5 nanoseconds.
Which is about how long I was married to my second ex-wife.
Alex can shapeshift
what?
his body at will, creating disguises, increasing his muscle mass, and forming nearly unbreakable armor. And when he wants to kill someone, he can become his own weapon, turning his limbs into claws and blades, or generating countless tendrils that give him unmatched control over his environment.
With these goopy powers, he came up with a bunch of Street Fighter moves, like the air dash, the cannonball, the bullet dive drop, and the Hunter Dirt Nap. Pretty sure that was my third ex-wife's boyfriend's stripper name.
And after consuming enough people, Alex reaches critical mass and can unleash his evil slop in powerful ultimate attacks.
Like the Tendril Barrage Devastator. Oh, it's beautiful.
Jesus
Despite
Christ.
being seen as the world's most wanted terrorist, fair, Alex used his powers to stop the spread of the virus and end the city's nuclear devastation.
It was then he learned the truth. He wasn't Alex Mercer at all.
He was the
Oh?
Black Light virus itself, which absorbed the
Wait, so
memory and
he's the
lightness
virus
of the
himself?
real Alex Mercer, who was not only dead, but actually responsible for all of this in the first place. To decipher
What?
this, I recreated the Black Light virus myself, the most dangerous... Oop.
Why is it empty?
Huh?
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Yep.
And Alex was hunting the whole time was himself. Dun dun
Dun.
dun.
What?
That's right, Boomstick. Turns out Dr. Alex Mercer helped create the Blacklight virus, and when things didn't work out and he was about to die, he recklessly unleashed it upon the city.
What a petty SOB!
Wow.
What he didn't know was that the virus would merge with his sentience and memories and become a new Alex. How? Why? Don't question it, it's a nothing burger.
But is this massive viral material that calls itself Alex actually human in any meaningful way?
The poor bastard sure tried to be. Too bad humans can be dicks, and everyone kept betraying him. Even the so-called love of his life, who shot him in the
What?
face. Whoa! So Alex figured, obviously, humanity had to go.
Not just go, but be made better. Whatever goodness remaining with this Alex was left behind as he plotted to unleash a second Blacklight virus, recreating humanity into a super species in his own image.
What?
Great power became great terror.
Classic anime RPG villain stuff. And he was strong enough to do it. Alex can casually tear buildings apart, dodge supersonic tank shells, and even defeated the Supreme Hunter, who was tough enough to survive a nuclear blast that would have leveled Manhattan.
Based on the blast radius given in-game, that's 450 kilotons of TNT.
Speaking of nukes, Alex survived one. His healing factor is
Seriously?
off the chain. And after being blasted into paste, all he needed was the tiniest bit of himself to come back good as new.
His
Wow.
healing occurs at the cellular level, making him virtually impossible to kill so long as he keeps consuming.
But attempting to take over the world and kill millions of people pissed off a certain James Heller, a dude who had just had enough of his fucking weird, fucking rambling shit.
Who used the same virus powers to consume Alex once
Wow.
and for all.
Live by the Kirby symbiote, die by the Kirby symbiote. But was Alex just a virus after all? I mean, what's more human than the urge to conquer the world, drive its species to the slaughter, consume its raw genetic resources, and crown yourself king? Maybe the day Alex Mercer died was the day he truly became human.
Wow, that was intense.
Fuck yeah, it was.
All right, the combatants are.
Okay,
let's
I'm
end
gonna
this
go
debate once
with
and for
my
all.
boy Cole MacGrath.
Death
Dude,
battle!
let's go, buddy. Ooh. Yes!
I think I've still got room for dessert. Buddy, you are one sick freak.
Weird background music for this, but then like, should be it's okay. Woo! Wow! Oh. Well, is that where he consumed the humans? Oh, damn.
What a nightmare. You don't know the half of it.
Ooh.
Wasted on these vermin. You
Ooh.
and I can change this.
No!
world for the
Cole!
better. The only vermin I see here is you.
Oh! Ooh. Ooh! No!
Fine, I'll just take it.
Cole! Oh!
Good idea.
Yo!
This world sure isn't perfect, but it's a lot better without you in it, asshole.
Let's go, my boy!
Oh, now I know where that script was in the trash, I had to hear someone say awesome sauce.
Both opponents were incredibly versatile and deadly, and both could match each other's powers blow for blow.
They could each create weapons, amplify their strength, and fight at range.
But could Cole survive Alex's infection? Well, Alex would usually need to weaken an opponent to get that trick to work. Even then, the Ray Sphere incident that created Cole's powers in the first place ripped apart everyone else down to the atomic level, and the Beast's attacks were capable of the same thing. Considering the Blacklight virus only works down to molecular DNA, it's reasonable to say Cole would be able to resist it.
Sure,
Really?
Alex could have potentially consumed Cole's biomass to give himself an edge, but Cole could just do the same thing to Alex, absorbing his bioelectricity to power himself back up.
But
Oh.
nothing could challenge the gap in power. Everything Alex survived could simply not match Cole's force fields, and
Really?
especially not the
Damn.
power of the Beast. The blast the Beast created actually had a much wider radius than the one the Supreme Hunter could survive. To compete with these foes, this means Cole was simply far more powerful than Alex.
Wow.
Speaking of the Beast, Cole's ability to disintegrate it at the atomic level meant that even Alex's crazy molecular regeneration couldn't stand up to Cole's might.
Just like how Cole could overpower Kessler despite his resistance to electricity, or how he resisted Sasha's mind control powers, which were eerily similar to the Blacklight virus.
But I bet you're wondering, what if Alex fought evil Cole instead? Well, it'd be even worse, because that Cole took the Beast's power for himself. That's good night for Angry Virus Boy.
Alex was a versatile, deadly opponent, but Cole's counters, speed, and raw power gave him the edge.
Alex got the Cole shoulder, just like this stupid script.
The winner is Cole MacGrath.
Yeah, it is. Okay, that's the end of the death battle between Cole MacGrath from Infamous versus Alex Mercer from Prototype. Legit, I'm so happy about the result. Legit, I like Infamous. I'm not really familiar with the game, but then I watched some of the content and I legit loved the story. Legit, like, for Prototype, I watched a bit, but then it didn't got me into it. It's quite inappropriate. But then like for Infamous, like it's quite okay lah. But then I like the action lah. So in the result for that battle, legit like they say also confirm that Cole MacGrath has more power than Alex Mercer. I think we say like because the Ray Sphere gives like conduct more power, like absorb all the electrolysis or something, electric something lah, and combine it into one single person. That's already give him like such a huge power. As plus like the Beast like has more power as well. So Cole MacGrath had to equally become like equal power to the Beast as well in order to defeat it. Whereas for Prototype, they wouldn't be able to match the Beast power. So it's already confirmed that Cole MacGrath has more power than Alex Mercer. So legit, like I have nothing else to say other than like congrats to Cole MacGrath, my boy, for winning this death battle. And unfortunately for Alex Mercer, he didn't be able to. He was very brutal in that battle, but then he didn't finish it off last. He would have, but Cole MacGrath got the upper hand and able to suck his energy and then like disintegrate Alex. So yeah, I'm gonna end this here for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, plus turn the notification button so you don't miss any of my future videos. Also guys, I'll be very pleased if you can recommend me some more videos or channels or any video that I haven't watched yet that you want me to react to. Be sure to put that in the comments. I really appreciate that. It really helped me and helped this channel. Also make sure to check out the Death Battles channel. Links will be in the description. So yeah, that's all. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys next time for more reaction videos. I'll see you guys in a bit. Take care and peace.